Okay, so I'm going to pick up where I left off in Mizuki's questline, Dream Eater's Melancholia, and I am currently in the bathhouse still. I literally picked up right where I left off because I was just breaking up the episode. Or the recording, I should say.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while?
You know each other?
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Aren't you two friends? Aren't you going to help?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
It's definitely a quirky relationship.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Baku, which begs the question, who is this Emura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Unless the Asia bathhouse ends up having to close, in which case it becomes our problem too.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience it as well.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
And as per usual, the building's bigger on the inside than the outside. Okay. Oh my, look at all those people.
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Shall we talk to the other patients while we wait?
Hey, good idea! It looks like there's a few of them over there. Let's go see what we can find out. Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you?
Show ticket.
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway, Isa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only. Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Okay, making you get rid of all your troubles seems more like they're manipulating your mind or erasing parts of your memory of some sort.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys.
Stay calm, Paimon. Remember, we're here to gather information.
Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings, leaving your mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts. Now, Receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it.
How can you be sure it works?
Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
At least we got some information. Now to meet the man himself.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
Where am I?
Let go of your pain.
This does not look good.
Let go of your pain.
And I?
Who are you? It burns! Leave this place now!
Well, damn.
Traveler, it's almost time!
Oh, it was just a dream.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too.
No problem. It's my turn to keep watch anyway.
Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amura Ichigensai. Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
We've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Do you know where he lives, by any chance?
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find them.
Drat! We should have barged in after all.
Let's report back to Mizuki for now.
Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
You should tell her about that thing you saw in your dream, because that's sus.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep, at least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
You think? Cause honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper. But then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Wow, great work, Mizuki.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Nomura Ichigensai are the same person? Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Is it really that simple?
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello, please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff. How are they back here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back. So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should've kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks. Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package.
We should talk to Mizuki about booking our next appointment.
Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh?
Like the first time we met her.
She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
Not even gonna bother leaving through the door, just warping. Actually, I should probably leave it off here, because this will make a nice segment to do. So that's gonna be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.